Hello everyone. This is going to be a different kind of video for me today. I wanted to do a think piece on the Martingale strategy. And if you're unfamiliar with the Martingale strategy, it is a betting method where you double the money. It is arguably the oldest betting method, and it's also the most popular. So, for example, let's say you're betting on, it doesn't really matter, like roulette, poker, blackjack, etc. Let's say bet number one is $1, right? $1. Let's say you lose the bet. Next round, you bet $2. Let's say you lose the bet, right? Round number three, you bet $4 and you win, right? But you didn't win $4, right? You have to backtrack. So you win your $2 back, you win your $1 back, and you get a $1 profit. And then you start the method all over again. Now, obviously, this can lead to ruin very quickly, right? But what I wondered was, what if there's a way to extrapolate this into a larger scale? I found that roulette would probably be the most efficient and optimal for this method. Now, there's different types of roulette in the world. For starters, stop me if you've heard this before. There's a 50-50 chance in roulette. Have you ever heard someone say this before? Well, it's incorrect, because there's also a green tab. There's black, red, and green. And depending on the type of roulette wheel that you're playing with, if it's European, because there's one green tab, there's a 48.6% chance that it will land on red or green. In American roulette, with two tabs, because there's different kinds of American roulette, you have a 47.4% chance. And then if you're doing the other version, which this is very popular in Vegas these days, your chances go down to 46.15%. So obviously you want to avoid these two, and you want to stick with the European version. So there is a website online, right? Now, for starters, if you ever consider yourself to do online gambling, what I would suggest is never, ever, ever do the virtual version, like the one that kind of looks like, it's like a video game, because those are highly manipulated. You always want to do with the live dealer. You want to see real cards in their hand, or in this case, since it's roulette, you want to see a real, white ball. You want to see a real wheel. Now, I know what you're thinking. They can manipulate the virtual games. Can't they manipulate the real game? Well, of course they can. Of course. But you have to understand, writing one simple little line of code versus manipulating a real roulette wheel is very different. And the website that I've gone to, it has a starter bet of 50 cents. And I'll put the website on the screen, but the name of it is betonline.ag. All right, so what I have here, right, is something that I've created, right? Now, is this foolproof? Of course not, right? I'll give you the quick overview. With this method, you can survive to up to 13 spins, and you'll need a bankroll of $1,023.50, which, keep in mind, you can lose this amount. It's still gambling. Nothing is guaranteed. But that's the bankroll that you'll need to do this method. Now, the martingale is a matter of doubling, right? But what you want is, you want the odds to be in your favor, right? I'm going to try to do this one-handed. So basically, to put it simply, what I'm wagering is, what are the odds of 13 reds in a row, or black, whatever color you want. But what are the odds of one single color happening 13 in a row? It's very rare, right? So I'm going to give you a run through of this method. Now, the roulette wheel spins, right? This is imagine or invisible roulette wheel right here. This is the invisible white ball. All right, first color, red. It lands on the color red, right? Now, how much do you wager on the color red? $0. Okay, and this will make sense shortly. Spin number 2. Lands on red again. Now you're going to jump into the game. You have set back. You have placed $0. This is crucial, okay? Because you want to get a pattern going. All right, so keep in mind, you want to see the color red. You want to see the color red. Now, spin number 3. You place 50 cents on the board because that's the minimum on betonline.ag. Now, the color that we want to see is red, but what it landed on is black, which means we lost our 50 cents, right? So what we do is we let it spin again. Spin number 4. It's black again. Oh my goodness. That's fine. How much have we lost so far? $1.50. We go down here. We double it from $1 to $2. Oh my god, we lost again. We need a red. What are the odds of all these blacks happening, right? We need a red. Spins again. 6, 7, 8. You're at 4, 8, 16. You're down 31.50. It keeps going to black, right? Let's just say it keeps going all the way. Right? All the way. Now, you're here. It is spun 12 times. You were hoping for a red, but it's been all blacks, right? This is 9 blacks in a row, which is extremely rare. Now, you're here, number 13, and you place $512. And that's how much you're risking. And we finally get our red. So, what have you earned, right? You've earned a 50-cent profit. There can be roughly 60 spins per hour. And if you do this every hour, you can probably make about $10 an hour, $10 to $15 an hour. Now, you might be saying to yourself, why would I waste all this time for $10 to $15 an hour, right? The answer is because maybe it's like, you have a Saturday off from work or something, and you just want to sit at home, make a couple bucks per hour or something like that. Or maybe you have a job like I don't know, a security guard where you have a lot of downtime. But this is the method right here. So I think there's a way to play with this, right? To optimize it. Maybe you have your own variation. But again, here it is. See y'all.